House survey, kitchen. The television and this little stand need to go. The baseboards look a bit ratty but are okay. I might suggest replacing the electrical plate covers. They're painted green. Curtains look okay. We have a couple of light holes in this corner and that corner from cable, and a couple of blemishes in the ceiling. A little ceiling work would be good. In the bay window, that lamp has to go. Christmas trees need to get put away, and the flashlight needs to go away, but recenter, focus on the plants and maybe a couple other pieces. Move from a winter theme to a spring theme. Over on this side, need to declutter the closet. May consider replacing that switch plate. It's kind of dingy and brown. Need to remove the picture here, and this cabinet definitely needs to go. With respect to the kitchen table, focus on chairs that all match. Over here in the corner cabinet, that looks pretty reasonable. Just focus a little bit more down on what goes into it. Keep it a single theme. A little bit of blemishing on the ceiling there. They may be able to do something about that. Into the main kitchen. The counter is old and tired, but I guess we leave that. Declutter a bit. The backsplash is linoleum, and you might be able to paint that off-white to get a little more light into the room. Clock is fine. Refrigerator, just declutter that a tad. The floor is okay. Give the cabinets maybe a little bit of a scrub on the top line. They're collecting a bit of dust. House survey, dining room. A lot of heavy furniture in here. First thing is that this buffet has to go. If we were to convert this to a bedroom, we would need to remove the ceiling fixture, set it up for a bed, and we have an extra table here. This is the older of the tables. They're both heavy and dark. So I'm suspicious that one of them has to go right up front. And this one looks more antique. I'm not sure whether that makes a better kitchen table or not. The corner china cabinet, that looks pretty good. Maybe just declutter a bit, but we have a second china cabinet in here. And you only need one china cabinet, so focus on one. The wallpaper. Wallpaper has a little bit of staining right there. It's 1970s vintage, but it's not in bad shape. Looking at the baseboards, they aren't too bad. Yeah, there's a little water staining right there. And the air conditioner will need to go. What we could do is use the front closet over here for clothes if we convert this to a downstairs bedroom. Home survey, dining room. This orange carpet is pretty faded. Supposedly has a wood floor underneath it. Maybe it's time for that to go as well. Every time I walk in the dining room, the things on this table shake. So we need to not have anything on a table that rattles when we walk through the house. House survey, porch. Main doors look good. There's a patch in the ceiling in there that needs to be repaired. The screen needs to be fixed and installed. The carpeting is a bit loose. I'm not going to worry about it. This screen needs to be reset. The furniture in here looks good for showing. Get rid of the step stool. House survey, downstairs bathroom. This room is 1950s era tile, and I don't think there's much you can do with it. The best thing to try, and I mean, even the counters are pretty tired. I think the best thing to try is to clean it up, patch the crack in that corner with the tile. There's some peeling on the lower heater baseboard right there. And declutter the closet a bit. If we're moving to single level dwelling for Mom for a little bit, this will pretty much be one of the last things we do. Also note, there's a bit of a hole in the ceiling, and I'm not sure I'm going to worry about that. Kitchen hallway. This closet needs a little decluttering, but it's okay. This section here, focus more on the glass jars and the cookies, make it look like it's an inviting treat. Empty this corner. This back corner is awfully dark, and I don't know what to do with it. It's got the light, and it's got dark paneling, and I'm not sure that painting it is going to be a good idea, but it is a discussion point. House survey, hallway. There are runner carpets here attached to the floor. I'm afraid to pull them up and see what's underneath, but we'll have to ask whether they should stay or go. In general, this has the vinyl wallpapering, and that may need to go and get painted. The door, probably okay for right now. The access chair. The access chair, probably we will need to remove it to get furniture in and out. That's a discussion point. The stairwell here. Reasonable shape. Again, the same thing with the vinyl wallpapering and the carpet. Survey living room. This room has the most clutter. Again, start in the corner here. A china cabinet with too many themes. Simplify. This china cabinet needs to go. These end tables are awful tired and probably should go. This piece of furniture is good. That piece of furniture doesn't quite match, but that's the one Mom sits in. This corner cabinet has room for more stuff, but needs to be simplified on the theme, less personal. The glider probably can go. This big window, the curtains, the draw cords don't work correctly. They need fixing. The other windows have draw cord bars, but no draperies, so they probably need to be removed and just show the shears. The carpet, big, and if we go to single floor living, this is a tripping hazard, so it probably needs to go. These two chairs are good to show. The mantelpiece needs a bit of clearing. The fireplace should be a focus, so that would be good. The trick is, how does the fireplace and the television work in the room at the same time? The organ probably, it's kind of an interesting note, but it probably can go too, because if someone turns it on, it doesn't really work. We have several hooks in the wall that don't have a picture on them, so if they aren't doing anything, they should probably come out. Again, air conditioners, either install them or hide them. The walls are all the vinyl that is showing signs of wear, puckering. It probably needs to be removed and replaced with paint. The beams look in decent shape. The woodwork looks in decent shape. Yeah. Also want to remove the ceiling light fixture there. It's not being used. Survey upstairs hall. Again, the wallpaper probably needs to go. The ceiling hatch doesn't quite seal right, and that needs to be fixed. Probably need to clean out the attic as well. Little bit of ceiling patching that needs to go on there. Again, the carpets are in here, and they are a question mark. Do you yank them or go with what we've got? House survey upstairs bathroom. This one has been done more recently. I think you can live with the wallpaper. However, you've got a big defect right under the window. We need to remove all of the accessible rails for house showing. There's a pad that backs up the water tank. That needs to go out for showing. Yellow tile in the bathtub. Again, a 1950s feature. I think you got to leave that the way it is. Someone will have to really want to do a bathroom renovation in here. The door seems a little tired. Again, more puckers on the wallpaper. Might mean the wallpaper has to come out. The mirror has a couple of defects. I'm not going to worry about it. The light is new and bright, and I just put that in, so it shows all the defects. House survey master bedroom. My initial impression is that the walls don't look too bad in here, but I seem to remember that there was some water damage up front. I'm not necessarily seeing it. So maybe we're lucky in this room. Oh, there's a couple of blemishes. So it still could use some paint. This room does not have paper on it as far as I can tell. The furniture is a total mismatch of 4 different eras. There's an armoire here that could come downstairs if we make a 1-floor bedroom. There is one set of furniture that could be used if you're showing the room. This piece here needs to go somewhere else. It's interesting. It's more interesting than many of the other pieces that we've got in the house. The closet here, not too bad. But again, if we're moving to 1-floor living, a lot of that has to come downstairs. I installed all of the automatic turn-on lights, so that's good. The area rugs will probably leave. And again, there's a lot of table lamps that we probably need to switch out and make sure that there's a better way of lighting certain areas. House survey, bedroom 1. This bedroom here has definite water damage on the wallpaper. The wallpaper must be removed. Better to put 2 lights in the fixture to balance it out. This furniture matches but does not fit well in this room, and that's because we have this desk in here. The desk needs to go if we leave the furniture for showing. In addition, the room has shears. That's not too bad. Couple of hooks that aren't doing anything. It also has this texture 111 wood in the back. I think that's too much work to remove, so just make sure that it's painted with the walls and go with that and treat it as texture. The closets here are full of stuff. They'll need to be emptied. And interestingly, the light did not go on when I pulled this back, because that light's tucked in the back corner. There it is. So that is working. Bedroom 3. This bedroom here, again, another light up in the ceiling would make it better. This bedroom definitely has some water damage. The wallpaper needs to come off. That includes this funky mural. It's got a crack in the upper corner, so definitely a re-wall treatment for here. It has a large braided rug, which looks tired. I'm not sure it adds anything to the room versus the wooden floor. The chest looks good, but these pieces here, that bureau and that bureau, although they match, they're awfully heavy and dark. And it is a debate as to what you do. The closet looks reasonable, but again, it's full of stuff. So it needs to be sorted out. And the Pope needs to go somewhere else. Bedroom 2. This bedroom has a built-in desk. And that's a feature we might try to focus as an office versus a bedroom. It has a dark stain in that corner. The ceiling needs to be painted. The wallpaper, although a little bit tired, isn't in bad shape. But you still might want to paint this because this is a dark, tiny little room. The closet, again, is full of stuff. It has a carpet in here. It's not a special carpet, but it is cut to fit around the desk. The cedar chest needs to go. The extra chair probably needs to go. And definitely the end table in the back needs to go. Again, more desk lamps and floor lamps. We need to be judicious in our use of desk lamps or table lamps and floor lamps. Cellar, top of stairs. Lots and lots of shoes. Need to sort down to a few shoes. As you look into the cellar, it looks a bit dark at the top. An extra light might help. Going down. Bottom of the stairs, need to do something with this part of the wall. Either remove the framing or put an extra wall in there. Cellar, room 1. This room has a lot of stuff in it, but it has been windowed somewhat. The furniture definitely needs to go. There's no need for that. That coffee table may work better upstairs in the living room. The workstation, sewing station is good. There's another armoire and some shelving units. What's in the armoire? Jackets. In addition, there are draperies on the backs of these chairs if we wish to use them. Tucked over in this corner is luggage. Tucked under these drawers, they look like a few things, but not a whole lot of things. This work surface here looks reasonable. A little dark in the corner, but there's a good use of a table lamp. Best that we hide any evidence of mouse bait while we do showings. The electrical is something I'm always interested in. This looks somewhat reasonable. May want to dress this RF cabling. Everything else looks reasonable there. Gas or water line looks fine. Cover. And the sides, if it's turning onto the playroom side, the lights need to be rotated 180 degrees. Basement, room 2. These set of shelves full of chemicals. We'll need to clear that out. Christmas tree goes away. A filing cabinet. So probably the filing cabinet we need to consolidate into some plastic boxes and take the minimum. This cabinet here, not much in it. These cabinets here, these cabinets here. Laundry stuff's okay. This corner here, the laundry setup seems reasonable. The workbench definitely needs a thinning out, and got to go through all these, get rid of all the scrap wood, go through the drawers. These shelvings here, old nails and screws need to go. Unless the paint is applicable to what we're doing in here, I don't think it needs to stay. Most of it's probably pretty ancient, but at least some of it's labeled. There's a large tube up top. I don't know what's in it. And these shelves need to be gone through. And those look like screen units, and I don't know where they go. Garage. In here, we're going to take down all the little bird things to keep them from flying in. A new switch plate there would make that look much better. organize and straighten out the tools a little bit. We have extra big windows and doors here. I'm not sure if those are to repair or those are from remove. I think those are from remove, and we have to throw those out. The over section of the eaves looks pretty clear, which is good. This bench here is full of leftover material. More bird stuff. This toolbox needs to find a home, plus 2 more chests. The lawnmower, maybe a feature that goes with the house. Need to organize these shelves a little bit more. I'm supposed to take all this preen and dump it on stuff. Mouse stuff out here, that's probably not such a bad idea. This shelving unit, maybe clean up the chemicals a bit. There are some bits and pieces over the garage door. That's probably okay. Nothing in the upper lofty area. Survey back shed. This room I cleaned out recently. It has a hose reel in it, empty shelving, more hose reels, a broadcast spreader, and it smells kind of musty, but it's a shed. House survey, house exterior. Not seeing anything obvious or problematic. There is a bit of a hole in the lattice work right there where something has been going in and under. We may want to take a look at that. The gardens look reasonable. The bay window looks reasonable. The brickwork might need a pressure washing. There's an exterior thermometer that needs to come down. It just looks awful. Side porch here looks reasonable. Need to reattach that gutter. Clear the wood off of the generator and probably throw that away because it's old looking wood and we won't be covering it again. That phone line is dangling just a little bit, might need a little bit of a tack in there. House survey. The exterior door front has some painting needed, and the interior door is faded and needs a new coat of paint as well. Exterior survey garage. The roof looks reasonable. Couple of chunks of concrete that need to go. These bushes may be a bit overgrown. They might need to be trimmed back. These are beastie bushes, but I don't think I'm going to worry about them. This one here, though, the Rosa Sharon, terribly moss covered. I'm not sure if it's healthy or not. That may have to go. Front side looks okay. That light might need just a quick scraping and some paint. Remove the bird stuff. Ducks are fine. barn board might need a little bit more attaching. A couple of screws. I need to check that rear security camera, but that's kind of an old news piece of information. This wall seems in decent shape as well. And Mom just recently had the patio touched up. She was worried about some corners and edges on that set of steps, and I'm not going to worry about those. Garage door sensor may be blinded by bright sunlight. I had to hold the button to get the garage door to close. Driveway. Driveway looks very reasonable. This was done recently, so no cracks, nothing big that needs repairing, no gouges along the edge from snow plows. House survey, backyard. Other than looking a tad overgrown, very large bushes. I don't know what that brown bush is in the background. But the pines haven't thrown a lot of branches. They've been all cleaned up. The yard has encroached a bit here, quite a bit here. I couldn't tell you where the back property corners are, but it might be worthwhile to have someone survey that. This corner looks reasonable. I didn't recognize until last night that someone put a house right there. House survey from the front yard.